Good morning, everyone. Graduands, families, friends, staff, and supporters. Before we begin our ceremony, I would like to take a moment to remember our first-year undergraduate student, Henry Novak, who tragically died following an incident on the 3rd of December, and will sadly never have the opportunity to graduate as you will today. Our whole university community has been deeply saddened by this sudden loss, and we offer our heartfelt condolences to all who knew him. If you would like to leave a message for his family and friends, we have a book of condolences open in the Sir James Matthew building. It's my role as Vice President of the University and the presiding officer today to declare open this ceremony for the conferment of awards for candidates from the Faculty of Environmental and Life Sciences. Welcome to this big day in your lives. This is a day of celebration, reflection, and promise. For most, it marks a transition from formal education to the next phase of your life, whether employment, research, or further professional education. I really love graduation ceremonies. The energy, the emotion of the special occasion, the apprehension in this room is palpable. And from up here on the stage, we see all the emotions as the graduates come up: excitement, nerves, dread, relief, confidence. It's all just part of being a human. This is a very proud moment, and there are few landmark events that you'll remember for all of your life, and this is one of them. Now, in all graduation speeches, there's usually a moment for sharing a few words of wisdoms with our graduands as they set off in the next stage of their journey. There are so many things that can be said about being curious, being the best version of yourself, placing yourself in the thick of the action. But on my own graduation day, almost 35 years ago, I remember I felt completely overwhelmed. I was worried I would not live up to the expectation of others, or match the achievements of those brilliant people who were graduating alongside me. I had a huge dose of imposter syndrome. And I found great comfort in the words of Winnie the Pooh. And I share those words with you today as my words of wisdom to you. And that is to remember that you are braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. So we're going to get to the good bits soon, but first I'm going to ask our graduands to take a step back to that day a few years ago when you arrived here into a new and unknown environment. That was probably a day of tension, worry, and apprehension too. Think back to how you were pitched into the turbulence of Freshers' Week, or to making new friendships, to being away from home perhaps for the first time, to self-reliance, to building knowledge, and all that brings. Think of the ways in which you've stood increasingly tall, how your voice has become sometimes louder, sometimes quieter, but all the time stronger and more certain. You've learned to make a home here in the university city, and you became more able to answer those big questions in your life. And I really hope you've made some lifelong friends. This has all been part of your journey to becoming a graduate of the University of Southampton. And as you leave here today and embark on new challenges, you are armed with greater knowledge and skills and that special set of reserves and abilities that you've discovered. But before your big moment, let's take a moment to thank the people who have been there for you, your family, your friends, your support networks, and your tutors, some of whom are here with you today. So let's make some noise for them with a big round of applause of thank you. So that was a good test of noise, but it's probably not as loud as we'd like you to be for the rest of the ceremony. Okay, so that was just your first practice. Assume that was your little quiet introduction. This is your big day. It's a culmination of years of hard work. Thank you for all you've put into this journey and for doing yourself and the university proud. So let's continue with today's celebrations. Here's to you, our students, our graduands, soon to be our graduates, our alumni and our future. Have fun today, soak it in and celebrate.
Hello, my name is Paula Liberton from the School of Health Sciences. Vice President, I submit to you the candidates from the Faculty of Environmental and Life Sciences for the awards of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science Ordinary Degree, Postgraduate Diploma, Master of Nursing, Master of Research, Master of Science, Doctor of Clinical Practice, Doctor of Philosophy. The names of the candidates from the Faculty of Environmental and Life Sciences are shown in the programme, and I ask that you admit them to their awards.
I admit them and those in absentia to their awards.
Vice President, I now present the candidates from Allied Health Professions and Cardiac Physiology. I present to you the following Bachelors of Science. Can I have the card? Ian Esquivel. Robbie Heath. Amy Helm. Maria Khan. Solo. Virginia Nicoletta Manescu. Sanusha Maria Bobby. Alex McNamara. Ravindi Munishtingi. Jessica Norbury. Amanda Pritchard. Lani Smith. Eric Watts. Victoria Amuoko. Vice President, I present to you the following Master of Science. Rahaf Obaid A. Al-Gamadi. Vice President, I now present the candidates from Health Sciences. Vice President, I present to you the following Master of Science. Lisa Brown. Vice President, I present to you the following Doctor of Clinical Practice. For a thesis entitled access to speech and language therapy for preschool children suspected or diagnosed autistic. Yonah Wood. Vice President, I present to you the following Doctors of Philosophy. For a thesis entitled Strategies for Engaging UK Ethnic Minority Communities to Improve Their Diets and Increase Their Physical Activity, Community-Based Participatory Research During the COVID-19 Pandemic. Olatunde Ghaffari. For a thesis entitled Supporting Decision-Making in the Context of Genetic Cancer Risk Management. Kelly Cohut. Vice President, I now present the candidates from Nursing, Midwifery and Health. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelor of Science ordinary degree. Grace Frankham. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Science. Caitlin Maguire. Oluwambawahal Alojo Luke. Holly Berry. Shannon Castle. Aislinn Cronin. Alyssa Dunn. Phoebe George. Emma Hendrick. Jade Liney. Daisy Lothian. Bethan McGregor. Katie Pettigrew. Francesca Piper. Esther Price. Felicity Sands. Elizabeth Selms. Theodora Silito. Faye Smethurst. Helen Toos. Amy Toyer. Amelia Zebedee. Molly Adams. Joy Ainium. Ruby Barnes. Ashley Bobby. Isabel Bowyer. Anya Brady. Eleanor Bruce. Nicoletta Carculia. Amber Chalice. Lucy Chandler. Nazrim Chima. Lindsay Close. Chloe Daly. Ella Davies. Peter Dawes. Lily De Souza. Rachel Dockery. Isabel Eldred. Leanne Espanol. Katie Evans. Charlotte Fairclough. Emma Francis. Natasha Gantley. Chloe Goldhawk. Michelle Green. Millie Hayes. Kane Houston. Yuan Fei Hu. Abigail Hunt. Megan Hurst. Alice Johnson. Samantha Keane. Amy Lister. Lara Longshaw. Serena Lucas. Jennifer Mayer. Harriet Malaby. Sarah McKay. Natalie Miller. Sophia Moffat-White. Adrienne Montemea. Rosie Murray. Dylan Nairn. Emily Norman. Neve Palmer. Lauren Pearson. Renata Persky. Lauren Pitt. Madison Pritchard. Ella Rawls. Hannah May Rodriguez. Charlotte Score. Drew Charley. Lena Smith. Madison Simons. Emily Watkins. Saffron Wilson. Harriet Armitage. Caitlin Beasley. James Brown. Lily Carter. Gemma Everett. Asma Ghaffar. Amelia Grossman Long. Sarah Ibrahim Bashir. Poppy James. Caroline McIntosh. Ella McLeish. Daisy Morfett. Nadia Najib. Mia Northeast. Ella Richmond. Zoe Robshaw. Chrislyn Sarabia. Lucy Smith. Angel Stacey. Alicia Undercat. Amy Waddington. Nikita Whistler. Katrina Wise. Maisie Barber. Clara Betts. Luminita Besaku. Lucy Biles. Maisie Charleston. Zoe Collins Brown. Imogen Distillery. Lily Friel. Amarita Kandachirayil Sabu. Margaret Oyatunda. John Peake. Vice President, I present to you the following Masters of Nursing. Maisie Ashley. Eleanor Callahan. Jack Connor. Emma Crisp. Nyasha Doob. Amy Hall. Dunai Hardiman Rice. Noah Harwood. Mary Horn. Merlot Jewell. Madeleine Jones. Maisie Martin. Lisbeth Middleton. Gabriella Povers Nansen. Holly Rolfe. Sophie Schreiner. Yasmin Chansey Spreadbury. Maisie Stowe. Charlotte White. Mia Wigmore. Elise Williams. Rahara Afwerki. Deborah Kowa Anaki. Bethany Ben Tekfa. Samantha Blackburn. Alice Coville. Josiah Dyer. Katie Elston. Alana Fryer. Annie Gaskell. Katie Curtin. Thiana Nadire. Tegan Power. Eleanor Stewart. Jane Studd. Benjamin Sturgeon. Anna Wilson. Emily Blades. Hope Dream Dean. Tracy Ikoza. Courtney Isaacs. Rihanna Malpas. Rachel Nicholson. Bethany Timms. Evelyn Whedon. Molly Westwood. Vice President, I present to you the following Masters of Science. Lucy Llewellyn Stanton. Anna Boniface. Danica Era Imbag. Nancy Jacob. Emma O'Brien. Rebecca Uritia. Rachel Watkins. Joanne House. Edward Parker. Charmaine Pueblo. Anna Sharman. Charlotte Templeton. Catherine Robinson. Catherine Black. Samantha Brownsea. Yao Fan. Nicole Isapova. Runwen Shu. Kirsty Dixon. Khalid and Saifullah. Vice President, I present to you the following Masters of Research. Hayley Dodman. Alice Johnson. Catherine Lodwick. Selina Senguda. Holly Whitcomb.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Dr. Neil Gosling. I'm an Associate Professor in Biological Sciences. Vice President, I now present the candidates from the School of Biological Sciences. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Science. Natalia Maggie Brown. Shanuka Shithrawan. Thomas Alexander Bulmer. Mia Forbes. Sin Yi Shana Ji, sorry. Amaninda Kaur. Yegor Lebedinets. Michaela Noy. George Shepherd. Anna Sherlin Yadala. Amin Zaboladinejad. Olivia Gadzina. Frederick Berry. Vice President, I present to you the following Masters of Science. Georgia Milner. Peter Howard Ducker. Emily Lowings. Jessica Lucy Luxford. Urania Papathanasu. Vice President, I present to you the following Masters of Research. Alex Philip Brown. Bartolome Jacques Charch. Amelia Hewitt. Luca Gabriel Jajorski. Deepan Kanajaran Babu. Ayla Lauren Kuluglu. Abigail Louise Middleton. Isabella Pini. Devon Christine Sansom. Rachita Singh. Jan Pool Stoop. Sai Yun Sung. Abigail May Waitman. Brandon Lut Yin Lim. Alfie Flexman. Tia Georgia Henry Mia. Lottie Nesbitt. Maria Clara Chacon Garcia. Ewan Rhys Davies. Catherine Lester. Luke John Purnell. Ray Francis Sadler. Tanvi Tarun Singhal. Mia Kara Tavelli. Vice President, I present to you the following Doctors of Philosophy. For a thesis entitled Alpha-synuclein conformers and their interactions with Fc gamma R2b, Implications in Parkinson's Disease, Christina Georgiadou. For a thesis entitled Evolution of HIV-1 ENV glycosylation and Resistance to Neutralization by Broadly Neutralizing Antibodies, Maddie Newby. For a thesis entitled Investigating Zika virus infection of cancerous nervous system cells as a novel childhood oncolytic virotherapy, Matthew Lewis Sherwood. For a thesis entitled An Investigation of Overlooked Complexities Affecting UK Vitamin C Security and the Potential for Local Crops to Address Securities, a Case of UK Strawberries, David Fisher. For a thesis entitled Human NMDA Receptors, Functional Insights into the two isoforms of the human GLUN2A subunit, Steve Horton. For a thesis entitled Targeting For a thesis entitled Targeting Microfibroblastic Cancer-Associated Fibroblasts to Overcome T-cell Exclusion from Tumours, Claudia Piotrowska. For a thesis entitled Friendly Fire, Identifying Mechanisms Regulating Expression of the Genome Editing Enzyme ApoB-EC3A, Paige Policelli.
Good morning. My name is Professor Mark Moore. I'm from the School of Ocean and Earth Science. Vice President, I now present to you the candidates from Natural Sciences. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelor of Science. Emily Last. Vice President, I now present the candidates from the School of Geography and Environmental Science. Vice President, I present to you the following Master of Science. Jiansheng Xiong. David Evans. Vice President, I now present the candidates from the School of Ocean and Earth Science. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Science. Joshua Sowden. Emily Darlington. Ben Smith. Vice President, I present to you the following Masters of Science. Edward Bradley Gavin. Gabriella Rattray Drover. Alice Ames. Francis Carey. Rosie Collette. Olivia de Clouet. Maisie Gibbons. Hannah Macmillan. Carlos Maria Montana Campos. Dominic Parish. Sophie Price. Navy Lieutenant Gaffer Abiola Raji. Connie Stevens. Rory Trafford. Vice President, I present to you the following Doctors of Philosophy. For a thesis entitled, What Controls the Warming of Antarctic Bottom Water Supply to the Atlantic Ocean from the Weddell Sea, Christopher Auckland. For a thesis entitled, A Charged Topic, Application of Electrokinetic Remediation for Removal of Difficult-to-Measure Radionuclides at Nuclear Sites, Sean Hemming. For a thesis entitled How Do Species Emerge?, James Mulqueeny. For a thesis entitled Investigating Spatio-Temporal Patterns in Subsurface Chlorophyll Using Biogeochemical Argo Floats and Novel Statistical Methods, Mark Taylor. For a thesis entitled Sediment Core Studies on Seafloor Hydrothermal Systems at the Mid-Atlantic Ridge 13 degrees north, Acer Gian Figueroa. For a thesis entitled The Roles of Extreme and Rising Temperature on Individual Population and Biogeographic Responses of Intertidal Gastropods in the North Atlantic, Hannah Parry Wilson. For a thesis entitled New Methodologies to Reduce Measurement Bias in High-Throughput LAICP-MS and X-ray CT with Applications to Planktonic Foraminifera, Alex Searle Barnes. For a thesis entitled The Role of Plant Microbe Interactions for Carbon Dynamics in Northern Peat Bogs, Najam Sahar.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Professor Charles Leake, the head of the School of Psychology. Vice President, I present to you the candidates from the School of Psychology. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Science. Ishan Ishebi Patel. Isabel Priestley. Romy Rourke. Lucy Sherwood. Vice President, I present to you the following postgraduate diplomats. Louise Annabel Bailey. Brianna Michelle Rose Puryear Bartlett. Laura Bedford. Lucy Ann Biggs. Jessica Bull. Emma Louise Casey. Macy Louise Sylvan Cubbage. Maria Lulia Daizu. Lucy Angarad Dart. Grace Groot. Jennifer Ann Hegarty. Emily Lois Saskia Main. Amy Louise Mitchell. Ruth Muhone. Marina Peachy. Eleanor Louise Roberts. Catherine Robinson. Esme Rowlands O'Brien. Adele Sales. Emily Shepherd. Charlotte Spruce. Eloise Florence Salai White. Stephen Verdon. Tijana Vukicevic. Charlotte Victoria Young. Syria B. Laura Margaret Ferguson. Joanne Megan Griffiths. Thomas Coty. Bethany Moya. Sasha Sandhu. Maria Teresa Silvestre Soares. Agnes Zhongwei. Vice President, I present to you the following Masters of Science. Alice Marie Bentley. Olivia Claire Bevel. Bethany Alice Bowler Dare. Katie Louise Bingham. Lauk Yi Esther Chiu. Stanley Cooper. Isabel Marie Fortune. Molly Grace Francis. Parima Prashant Ganguda. Rachel Taylor Hooper. Sandeep Kimi Kaur. Annabelle Keefe. Yuen Niu. Emily Rose Oliver. Shauna O'Malley. Eurisha Pillay. Justina Romaniec. Elena Ann Sabu. Natalia Emma Scott. Dawani Shetty. Kangan Singh. Amy Smallman. Hannah May Stark. Hanon Thierry Guy Talbot. Krishna Velankani Vaz. Hannah Rosalind May Walmsley. Lauren Walters. Melissa Wright. Rebecca Elizabeth Ansell. Rihanna Edmonds. Yun Shiwen Lee. Paige Eleanor Nichols. Sophie Caroline Stevens. Zia-E Zhao. Zara Rose Hussein. Esther Mary Robbins. Emma Deverill. Maria Lavran-Siuk. Yiwei Liu. Devangi Pandey. Ru Oyi Lu. Evie Rose Parsons. Benjamin Neil Harmon. Lu Yi Yu.
Good morning. I'm Professor Chris Horton, Head of the School of Ocean and Earth Science in the Faculty of Environment and Life Sciences. I am truly delighted to have this opportunity on behalf of all my colleagues in the faculty to congratulate our new graduands. I am also delighted to extend a warm welcome to all the families and friends who are here today to celebrate your success. Our faculty is diverse and world-leading. It includes the schools of biological sciences, ocean and earth science, health sciences, psychology, and geography and environmental science. Today is all about you and your achievements. Although the subject areas of your respective degrees vary widely, your studies have provided you with knowledge and skills to set you up for a successful and exciting future. Today we celebrate students in the fields of midwifery, nursing, cardiac physiology, and the allied health professionals. Some of you are starting out on your careers, whilst others have completed higher level degrees that will prepare you for more advanced scopes of practice, research, and leadership. Through your educational choices, you have committed to careers that will promote healthy living, alleviate suffering, and make tangible difference in the lives of individuals, their families, and the community. We are incredibly proud of all you have achieved and the contribution you will make to the health of people in our region and beyond. In Ocean and Earth Sciences, our students have got to grips with some of the largest challenges we face today. We are particularly pleased to welcome our new graduates from our dual award program with Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. The graduates with an MSc in Global Marine Resource Management are most welcome and join all our other students in developing new understanding of the ocean and earth systems. The knowledge you now have and the individual research projects you have undertaken will enable you to address some of the most pressing problems society faces over the coming decades. To those of you graduating from psychology, thank you for creating one of the largest and most diverse psychology communities in the UK. Thank you for your ambition and hard work, and for creating a rewarding learning environment for each other and for our staff. You've been at the forefront of understanding human behaviour, mental health, the interaction between body and mind, and so much more. And now you move on to help translate psychology theory to deliver impact and to benefit society, in collaboration with our government funders and partners in the NHS, industry, and the charitable sector. In biological sciences, our students have engaged in research tackling real-world problems from human health to the health of our environment. In our laboratories, our research students have embraced interdisciplinary research, unravelling the molecular processes underpinning diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. In the field, our ecologists have been working alongside research at our partners Marwell Wildlife, contributing to conservation efforts to protect some of the world's most endangered species. And our students in geography and environmental science have been contributing to addressing a range of global challenges, from how to mitigate and adapt to climate change impacts, to understanding how food and water insecurity and poverty can be alleviated in some of the poorest countries, and how to do so in sustainable ways. We look forward to seeing how your future careers can continue to make a difference around the world. I speak for all my colleagues when I say that we are very proud of you all, not only because of your academic achievements, but also because all of you have been part of our community. We hope you have enjoyed yourselves. Your journey here has been enriched through your many contributions in peer support, through your work with student societies and sports clubs, where many of you have taken on positions of responsibility, and through open days and public engagement events where you have acted as our ambassadors. We thank you. Our tutees often say when they graduate, how quickly all the time has gone. But in that seemingly short period of time, we recognise an enormous difference in you. Whilst here, you have acquired a great repertoire of academic and personal skills. some that you probably don't even recognise in yourself. Your family and friends here today will remember all too well the day they dropped you off and said goodbye, how worried they all were on the way home. And just look at you now. The skills you have learnt will serve you as you begin the next phase in your life and reflect how you have been challenged and stretched by your degree courses. You should be really proud of your achievements. You are equipped for the future. Now keep challenging and stretching yourselves as you grasp it. Don't forget that you now belong to a large family of esteemed alumni, and every now and then, let us know of your successes. The friends you made here and the relationships with our academics will be there for you on your next adventure. We can't wait to hear what you will do next. We are enormously proud of you, our graduates. Many congratulations on your individual achievements, and have a fabulous day.
So, now that you've had your moment on stage, there's much to do. Many people to talk to, photos to take, glasses to raise, so I'll keep this part very brief. But I think for such a large audience, you're remarkably quiet. So I need to test that out a bit better. While this is very much your day, let's take a moment again to thank the people who've been there to support you along the way. Your families, your friends, your peers, your support network. Please join me in raising the roof for them. And as Vice President for Education and Students, I'd also like to take a moment to thank your tutors, some of whom have joined you here today, but on behalf of all of your tutors, let's give them a thanks. And I'd also like to thank you, graduates, for your hard work, your dedication, and your bright minds. Thank you for all that you will do in the future so that you build on your education, you lead progress, and you help the less fortunate. You are now part of our extensive alumni community. There are, in fact, over 300,000 of you, spanning over 185 countries and overseas territories. So when we tell you to go out and take over the world, you take us literally. You are joining people who are making the future. Many actively working to improve social justice, fighting climate change, helping to save lives in many ways. You are joining tens of thousands of Southampton graduates who are making a difference in small and big ways every single day. Your alumni community is invaluable, and so I ask you to use your place within it as much as you can. Learn from others, make connections, and keep in touch. I'd urge you to consider giving back too. Becoming a mentor, for example, is a wonderful way of ensuring that another Southampton student can benefit from your experience. Most importantly, the alumni community is there to support you. You are never alone in your endeavours. So finally, I'd like you all to offer a final round of applause to recognise the incredible achievements that we're celebrating here in the room today. Please make some noise. Thank you, that was much better. I now formally declare this ceremony closed.
Thank you.